What's up, everybody? MopHead here, and we finally made it. Finally made it to February, and that means it's the Eat, Sleep, Mix, Repeat review month. So I've been super excited for this. Been really looking forward to it, and let's get right down into it. So the first recipe we have up is Platypus Poison by Sheila Keeps, aka Sheila G, and the recipe reads 1% Favor Guanabana, 0.5% TFA Guava, 1% Inawera Shisha Mango, 3% TFA Papaya, 1% TFA Sour, 5% Capella Sweet Lychee, 1% Capella Sweet Mango, and 0.5% TFA Sweetener. Yeah, it's really interesting. I do have one problem with it that it's really hard for me to get past, and I think I know exactly what it is. So I kind of get this like it's hard for me to pick up all the flavors in this recipe because there's kind of like this astringent note that of like it's kind of like chemical floral note, and I'm almost positive it's a TFA papaya, and because I tried another recipe recently with TFA papaya in it, and it's a pretty new flavor for me. I think I bought it for this mix, but I did try another recipe that had it in it, and I got the exact same note out of it, and I just like I can't get past it. I don't know what it is, and I know it's a flavoring used in quite a bit of recipes, so I don't know if it's me. I just have some weird sensitivity to it or something, but it seems like every time it's TFA papaya is in a recipe, it just jumps out like that kind of like chemical floral note. And so I don't know if I think other people probably don't get it, but for me it just seems like anytime TFA papaya is in something, it's like that's all I can taste is that note, is that weird like astringent note. So it's really hard for me to review this recipe because honestly that's mostly all I can taste. Yeah, it's unfortunate because the rest of the recipe looks really good. So I think I'm gonna remix it without just like take out the TFA papaya and see how I like it without it. But I don't know, that TFA papaya just ruins it for me. And like I said, I've tried other recipes that have it in it, and I get the exact same thing. So I don't know. It might just be a me thing. I don't know. I might have a sensitivity to it. And that's the thing. These reviews, they're always just my opinions and kind of how I receive the recipes, not necessarily how other people are going to receive them. So unfortunately, that TFA papaya ruins it for me, and it sucks because the rest of the recipe looks really good. So I'm probably going to remix this just without the TFA papaya. And I'll be back to you, Sheila, and let you know what I think of the rest of it. Because I really think it's just a me thing. And, some people certain flavorings just don't do good with them. And I think TFA papaya is just one of those flavorings for me. So, as it stands, I have to give it like a 2.5 out of 5. Just because, just to keep it honest and how it is right now and how it tastes to me. But yeah, I just wanted to let you know though that I really do think I just have a weird thing with TFA papaya, and it just jumps so out in front every time I've used it or every time I've had it in a recipe that it's just really hard for me to get past. But the rest of the recipe looks awesome, so I'm gonna try remixing it and I'll get back to you on it. I mean, I can't pick up other notes in the background. Like, if I can get past that, there's some really nice, kind of like citrus notes almost. Some really nice tropical, and I really like tropical vapes too, which is another reason I want to try it. Because I can taste a lot of like nice tropical notes and things in the background. It's just trying to get past that papaya, that weirdness that I get from TFA papaya. But yeah, I'll get back to you on that one, Sheila. But anyways, thank you for submitting the recipe. I do appreciate it. Perfect. So the next recipe we have is Orange Madness by Sawyer White. Sawyer White. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that weird. I suck at talking. And Orange Madness, it is pretty mad. So Orange Madness, it is 3% Capella Juicy Orange, 2.5% Flavor West Orange, 1.5% Orange Inawera Shisha Orange, 1.4% Flavor Art Royal Orange Juice, 2% Flavor Art Sicilian Mix, 1% TFA Sour, 1% Capella Super Sweet, and 2% Capella Sweet Tangerine. Alright, so this one, definitely a lot of orange in it. Yeah, you definitely get a couple hints of orange in it. Yeah, the problem I find with it is there's like a tang type of orange, you know, like that kind of fake like powdered orange, and that one just kind of seems to overtake all the rest of the oranges. And so what I would suggest doing is, if you wanted, I mean, I know you probably like the recipe the way it is, so just leave it the way it is for you. But if you did want to rework it, what I would suggest doing is kind of think about what kind of orange you want to go for. Like, do you want like an artificial orange, or do you want like a realistic orange? Do you want something closer to like orange juice? You know, I mean, I think here, especially considering like using 1% super sweet, it seemed like you probably were going for more like an artificial, like candy-like orange. And I'm just personally not a huge fan of like the artificial, like candy type oranges. But those artificial oranges are definitely going to take over a recipe. Like if you want natural oranges to come out, you don't want to mix them with artificial oranges, because the artificial oranges are just going to take over. And that's what kind of happened in this recipe. Is those are mostly what you get, is like the candy oranges and the tang type oranges. Like royal orange, I don't like using it because of how like it has that tang flavor to it. A lot of these oranges I never tried. I had to buy like so many oranges to mix this recipe, which is fun, you know. But yeah, I think, I don't know. And now I'm just kind of like talking about what I would have liked, but you know, I guess that's what these videos are. They're my opinion. So, you know, I would have liked to see more of like a upfront natural orange, like orange juice, something more like that. But, you know, I don't really know exactly what you were going for. So you might have been going for like more of the artificial orange. But that's mostly what I get. And I think the royal orange really does stick out, because that's the only one I really know what it tastes like. And I know that one tastes like tang kind of. And that's mostly what I get from it. So, but anyway, so what I would do is find out exactly what kind of orange you're going for. Line up your oranges, single flavor test all of them. Each one, write down like what you get out of it, what kind of orange you get out of it. Is this one closer to orange juice? Is this one like a hard orange candy, you know, that you get from like a sucker or something like that? Is this one like flesh and orange? This one have like floral notes, you know, just different things like that. Just write down what you think of each orange flavor, and then kind of think about, okay, so like what do I want to get out of my orange mix, and then kind of use that to decide which oranges you want, and then probably cut it down to like three or four oranges, you know, that kind of fit within that realm of exactly how you want the end result to be. Because with this, it just does seem kind of muddled with the oranges. Like, you know, it just, when you want a layer, you want all the layers to really mean something. And I do feel like these oranges kind of were just or a lot of them are thrown together. And, you know, some of them probably don't complement the other ones quite as much. But that's how I would go about it if you wanted to remix it. It's just, you know, yeah, just plan it out. And then you want to always do that when you're layering flavors. You know, you want to really like think, what does each flavoring do, like in a layer, you know? But it's not bad though. I just think it could be worked a little bit better. And I really would probably drop it down to like maybe like 3 different oranges or something, because the oranges do vary quite a bit, you know. So you really could just throw in like 1 too many oranges, and then it just like totally throws the whole recipe off. I don't know. It could be the super sweet too. 1% is pretty high for super sweet. So I think this one I'm going to give a 2.5 out of 5 also. But that's just my suggestions how I would rework it. But it's on to something. And now I have a whole lot of orange flavorings. Actually, I need a single flavor test them all and see what they'll actually do. So I know the shisha orange smelled really good. I think that one I'm going to really like. All right. Coffee break. Alright, so that brings us to our recipe of the week. And yeah, we're still going to do recipe of the week every week. And then pretty much at the end, when I decide the winner, probably pretty much take the recipes of the week and see which one I like best. And like I said, Michael Hoffman is the other admin, one of the other admins on Eat, Sleep, Mix, Repeat. He's also mixing up all the recipes. He said I think he's going to do videos on them. But he's mixing them up. He's trying them too. We've been talking a little bit about him. I got to hit him up this weekend and talk more about him. More about the recipes with him. But yeah. Fun stuff, man. It's so nice because now I have all the recipes mixed up. I don't have to worry too much this month about mixing up recipes. It's just good. Oh yeah, and my new setup. This is pretty cool. Just an Antheon clone, but this mod, man, this is pretty cool. It's just the A-liter Funky 160. Remember they had like the acrylic doors on them? Well, now they have stab wood door ones. And they're pretty cool. I don't know. I dig it. It was like $50. Can't beat it. Alright. So recipe of the week goes to Creamy Peach Berry Yogurt by Corey McManus, aka Core Vape. And the recipe reads 0.5% flavor art apricot, 0.25% flavor art raspberry, 3% Capella Greek yogurt, 2% TFA juicy peach, 2% flavor art white peach, 0.25% Capella super sweet, and 1.5% flavor west yogurt. Yeah, this is a really good yogurt. He did a really good job on this one. Definitely get that yogurt taste, which I like because I like the yogurt taste. Like, I don't like people who try and make a yogurt and then they try and hide the yogurt in it. Like, nah, man. Bring that yogurt out. And he did, definitely. And I love that combination. Capella Greek yogurt and Flavor West yogurt. It's a good way to get a nice, like, strong yogurt flavor. But without being overpowering. He did a good job on that. And then the Capella Super Sweet definitely helps kind of sweeten it up a little bit. Maybe take it into that kind of Yoplait almost. You know, kind of sweeter yogurt. And then as far as like the peach part of it goes, it's just really nice. Because it's almost like you can distinguish the yogurt from like the peach. Like almost like peach chunks, you know? Like Yoplait has like peach chunks in it. And that's almost what you get. You almost get even like the mouthfeel of it. It's really good. The peaches are done very nicely. The addition of the little bit of raspberry and apricot really helps out. You know, brings in some like accent notes that just really sell that peach. He did a really good job kind of softening up and taming the Flavor Art White Peach. Flavor Art White Peach tends to have like some sharp notes to it, almost like peach rings. But how he kind of layered in his fruits with it, it kind of just softened everything up, and it brought out the right notes in Flavor Art White Peach. And yeah, it just comes out really good. It's just a really authentic, believable recipe. it's definitely one of the better peach recipes I've tried. Really dig it, man. Did a good job on this one. Probably one of the better yogurt recipes I've had, honestly. But yeah, but if you like yogurts or you like peaches or you're just interested, it sounds like something you might like, I would definitely suggest mixing this recipe up. It is really good. I'm really enjoying it. So good job, man. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give this one easy 4 out of 5, definitely. Yeah, you can tell it's just really well thought out. That little bit of raspberry, man, that's what really, like, when I started mixing it, I'm like, oh man, that's such a good idea. Adds like just really, it bridges the peach and the yogurt very well. Like that little bit, raspberry's got like a little bit of like bitter and tartness to it, and it really does help sell the recipe. So really good, man. Good job, Corey. Dig it. All right, so that's the end of the first episode. Thank you guys again for submitting recipes. Hope it wasn't too harsh, but you know, keeping it honest. Can't wait till next week and the whole month, and it's just gonna be fun, man. Let's just have fun with it. Let's enjoy it, and till next time, be good to each other. Talk to you all later. Eat, sleep, mix, repeat.